I am in downtown San Francisco. Okay, I'm actually not, but I will be later today. And I'm going to be carrying around my Nintendo 3DS to see how many street passes I can get in the year 2023, which is about 12 years after the initial release of the 3DS. And I'm kind of curious to see how many people still carry it around on them. So what I'm going to do is from Monday to Friday, the days that I'll be in San Francisco, is I'm going to carry this thing to various locations around San Francisco and the surrounding area to see just how many street passes I can get in the year 2023. So we have now made it to our hotel. Sad to report, we did not get any street passes on the way from the station to the hotel. Now, you'll know if you get a street pass if this light right here shines green. And you can open the 3DS, and if it's in sleep mode and you have street pass enabled, then you can still street pass people. So you see it's enabled here. We haven't really done much traveling around San Francisco yet. The real traveling still has yet to come. We're going to be visiting places all around San Francisco, and we'll see how many Street Passes we can get. Unfortunately, nothing to report yet. Street Pass has about a 90-foot radius, according to Nintendo's website, which is about 27 meters, so depending on how far away we are from other people who might be carrying their 3DS, we should be able to receive Street Passes, and that is a pretty generous radius, so even though we haven't gotten anything yet, I am optimistic that we will get something, hopefully before the end of the day, and hopefully before the end of the week. Ten to 15 million people visit Pier 39 every year. I don't know how many of those will be carrying around a 3DS on them, but I thought it'd be a good place to start day one of our San Francisco trip, since it is such a hot tourist destination. But first we're going to eat at our favorite local dining establishment. The dislike button is down there somewhere. Halfway through day one now, and I just checked my 3DS and nothing yet. That green light would be on up there in the corner if we did get anything, so nothing yet. I'm optimistic though that before the end of day one we will get something, because next up over there is Pier Square, another tourist attraction along the north end of San Francisco. So we'll see. I'm not sure. If not today, maybe tomorrow. Hopefully something before the end of the week, because I would hate to see us come out here for this and not get anything at all.
Now you know why we come to work every day, ladies and gentlemen. Step into our office.
So we are back at the hotel now, after day one of being in San Francisco. Documented pretty much everywhere that we went, and you remember we checked this halfway through the day, and we didn't have anything, and I haven't checked it since then. So let's flip it over and see. Nothing. That's unfortunate. I was really thinking that walking down Market Street would do it, considering how many people walk up and down there, but no, nothing. So it's a little bit disappointing. I'm not ruling out the possibility of perhaps getting one sometime this week, but not a great start. Maybe I underestimated how many people are still carrying around their 3DS. I mean, I knew it wouldn't be a lot, but there is also a lot of people here. But either way, we're going to come back tomorrow. We're going to be going to a hockey game. I don't know how many people will be there, but we're going to hope that not that many people are going to carry their 3DS there, but you never know. And we're also going to do some other fun stuff tomorrow as well, so we'll see. It's now day 2 of our trip to San Francisco, and the big thing that we're doing today is we're going to a hockey game between the Pittsburgh Penguins and the San Jose Sharks. Now, I'm not silly enough to believe that anyone but me is going to be bringing their 3DS to a hockey game, but that's why we have things scheduled for before that. Mostly walking around Japantown, and hoping to pick up some street passes along the way. If we don't get anything today, we might have to start taking some drastic measures. What do I mean by that? I really have no idea. But hopefully we get some today so that those don't have to come into play. Day 2, midday update, and still nothing. We walked around Japantown for a couple of hours, saw a movie, and the only thing we have left to do today is to go to a hockey game. And I don't think anyone's going to be bringing their 3DS there, so if we were going to get something today, it probably would have already happened. So it looks like we're going to have to take more advanced measures to try to get street passes. We're gonna have to try to seek them out instead of waiting for them to come to us. So for day 3, I didn't initially have a plan for day 3, but I think I have some ideas in mind for how we're gonna try to find a street pass. Hopefully, we get lucky. So, day 3 now, and proactive measures have to be taken. We're going to visit a few video game places across town, seeking out people who are maybe more likely to be carrying around their 3DS, and if that doesn't work, I'm not really sure if we're going to get anything. But regardless, I've resigned myself to the fact that it's a possibility. But even if that does happen, we still had a good time, and I hope that you still enjoy seeing what we've been doing around town. I guess they don't have video games anymore. It seems that, unfortunately, there's kind of a lack of video game places in San Francisco, which I wouldn't have thought would be the case, but even Amoeba, which was pretty much the only place I found through public consensus that was a used video game store that isn't, well, GameStop or whatever. But regardless, I guess we'll keep walking up and down Haight Street, see if we get anything at all. Walked around the mall, walked up and down Haight Street, went through Golden Gate Park, and nothing. I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one in this city who still carries around their 3DS. I don't know what to do anymore. The only thing I can think is to ask people to meet up somewhere and we can all bring our 3DSs, but I'm not sure. Is that cheating? Is that against the rules? I'm not exactly a social person. I don't really want to do that. But if I want to have any chance of getting a single street pass before tomorrow is over, it might be what I have to do. I don't know. End of day 4, and as you can see, nothing. I mean, that's pretty much it. I don't know if I expected to get any street passes. I guess I wouldn't be so disappointed if I expected to get none, but it does still suck, you know? Kind of tells you that the era of the 3DS is kind of over if it wasn't already obvious with the eShop shutting down next month, and I mean the Switch having been out for years now, but I don't know. It's a bit sad in a way how I couldn't get a single one. How at least nobody that I walked by in San Francisco carries around their 3DS anymore. So I guess we leave San Francisco with nothing but the good times that we had. No street passes, but still had a good time. and I hope you enjoyed coming along with us. There is still the bus and train home tomorrow. I don't really expect to get anything then, but if we do get something on the way back home, then I'll count that. So I guess it's not completely over yet, but I figure if it didn't happen by now, it probably isn't going to happen at all. So, we'll see. So we're back home now. The only places that I've been ever since I last filmed versus where I am now is the train back home and then the bus from the train. So I really don't think that we got anything, and we didn't. So that is 4 days in San Francisco, trying to be within the range of as many people as possible, and nothing. That's not to say that I won't try this again in the future, and maybe make more of an effort to try to get some street passes as well when I do that, but unfortunately, this journey came up empty. But even if that is the case, though, I do still hope that you enjoyed. It was something different for me, doing more IRL stuff, and definitely a little bit more offbeat versus what I normally do. So, I don't know how it'll come out. Hopefully it came out pretty well. I told myself at the beginning of this, if I didn't get any street passes, then I wasn't really sure if I was going to make a video out of it, but I think that the journey still justified a video out of it, so I hope you enjoyed it. I'll probably do this again in the future, maybe even more videos in 2023 going to different places, but hopefully with different results. See you next time.